Hi everyone, my name is Oloma. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be speaking about my darling friend, sister Eve. But just before then, I'm going to play a short video from STV News, mentioning what happened to her. Then I'll speak after that and I'll still welcome you again. Just sit tight, watch, and I hope we learn from all this. Thank you.
The 18th of December 2023, Evelyn Brown had finished a night shift at the East Lothian Community Hospital in Haddington. She sent a text message to her sister saying she was on her way home to Bellshill. Shortly after 9 a.m, her car came to a halt on the hard shoulder of the M8 motorway near Hermiston Gate. A lorry driven by 58-year-old Trevor Norgate smashed into her car, killing Evelyn and her unborn baby.
Welcome to my channel. I want to share a profound lesson that life recently taught me, one that is deeply personal and emotional. On December 18, 2023, my friend, a lovely, call her sister Eve Brown, after a 12-hour shift from NHS hospital, because she's an NHS nurse, packed by the hard shoulder of a motorway, probably to take a nap, because she does that a lot. And then there's this lorry driver, Trevor, he's 58-year-old, who suddenly just swerved to the left and hit her, killing Eve and her unborn son. She was 34 weeks pregnant then, and she was really looking forward to seeing her son, because she had 2 daughters before now. So as we navigate the aftermath of the tragedy, I find myself caught in between 2 worlds. See Eve's side. These are 2 children losing their mom. Then in Trevor's side, based on what the court said, that he's lived a good life and a decent life. The only thing he has had was a 6 points off his driver's license for the use of mobile phone. And even they investigated to know if he was using his mobile phone when this happened, which they said there was no clear evidence stating he was using his mobile phone. So I just kept thinking, so what would have happened? Could it be that Trevor maybe was feeling sleepy, was tired, because they said he started his work around 5 a.m. or so. So could it be that he was tired and then, just split-second sleep, and then it's Eve that he had to hit? And then I was just saying, okay, Eve on the other side, when we've had these conversations, I'm like, why do you always park by the hard shoulder? Are you not even scared? Don't you see how the cars are vibrating? She'll be like, if I drive and fall asleep and then crash into someone, is that what you expect? So even thinking about that, okay, yeah, it's better if the person is parked than falling asleep. But then see her who's being packed. I'm just saying, if this was the station, see her being packed asleep, and now that situation she was avoiding, someone else now comes and brings their own problem to her, and then crashes into her, and then she's dead with her unborn child. So it just brought the tragedy. Just reminds me of Eve passing. It reminds us to take responsibility for our actions and to be mindful of the choices we make in our daily lives. Those simple choices like using your mobile phone while driving while tired, not staying home when you should, just because we want to go out to make money, or some of those things can wait. In fact, if you die, those things will move on without you. So those are things, even like if you're a mom or a parent with toddlers in the car, and how they're asking, give me this, give me that, mommy, give me this, daddy, give me this, some toys for, or this, you're trying to pick while you're driving. Those actions you take, have you thought about it? If one day you get into an accident or you crash into someone, are you going to survive? Are the kids going to, would you forgive yourself? It's not better they cry and you focus on what you're driving? Or are you those kind of people who like to break bad news or information to people when they are driving? You're calling someone to break up with the person, and the person is driving, and you're just like, yes, that's the end. Can that thing not wait? Even if you don't care about the person that you're breaking up with, have you thought about the psyche of the person? Is the person ready to handle that news? Is the person, so many things will just, you should think about. You might think, okay, I don't care about the person, but what if the person, that news you told the person now makes the person crash into another person, killing another person? I feel like their blood too is on your head. You know, so all these things, those choices, even when we press forward, we're looking up, press forward, you're looking up, and you feel like it's a smart move. Have you thought about it? You don't have to have the intention to murder. You don't have the intention, or maybe you have a plan to go and kill someone. But life, simple, you know, bad choices that we make can lead you to that prison that you never expected you would go. So I was just thinking about the whole thing. And then finally, when the court sentenced Trevor, because of his good behavior all along, no social issues and all that, he's given 2 years and 8 months. And I'm like, in the court, I'm like, what the hell? 2 lives, just 2 years and 8 months. And obviously that 2 years and 8 months, he's not going to spend exactly 2 years and 8 months. Based on legal system, I think they calculate it by 6 months to 1 year if he maintains a good behavior, which before has always been a good behavior for him. And you know, they said he's been remorseful. But I'm also thinking to myself, even if Trevor was sentenced to 20 years, it's not going to bring Eve, it's not going to bring her son. The main issue now is us trying to avoid this whole thing happening in the first place. So those were all the what if, all the things that were running through my head. Okay, looking at Trevor's family too, I know they'll be feeling sad. Oh, a husband is going to jail, a father, a brother, a son is going to jail. I'm sure they won't want to be in the other side, you know, of us too, thinking, oh, we lost a dear person to us that we cannot even get over with, that we're even struggling to move on, you know. But it just shows that, you know, we need to really be responsible with every actions that we take. So many of all the tiny things we do, we don't know how the lifelong impact it has. So I really hope you could share this video to anyone you know who is good, known for dangerous driving, always speeding, like he or she is having fun, or always on their mobile phone, texting, chatting, you know, or someone who is fond of, oh, today God just saved me, or I was driving and, you know, I was feeling sleepy, I was this, and you know, these people could always have that rest before driving. You need to forward it to them, because you don't know what you're saving. You don't know that life you're saving. You don't know if it's even your family member in the future, God forbid, that you're just, that would have been involved in this, that you're just saving. So please, we need to really, really, really not just think about ourselves. Think about also people. Think about the people around us. Think about even people you don't know. Think about your decisions, what you do. This will go a very long way. And also think about that money you have to make. If you're dead, that money makes no sense again. So your life should be very important. If you're tired, please stay away from the wheels. If you've got eye problems, stay away from the wheels. If you got mental issues, stay away from the wheels. If you got psychology, you just need to stay away from the wheels. If you have to be on the wheels, your entire senses should be there. If you have to be answering call, if it's something that you know will put you, like if it's a hands-free, if it's something you know that will just affect your concentration, well, please, if you can, tell the person, can you call me back or end the call? It's more important that you're alive and face that later. It is well, you know. And sometimes I think, like, when we wake up in the morning and pray, like, Father, guide my steps. May I not hit someone, may someone not hit me. Lead me not into temptation, deliver me from all evil. These are very important prayers, to be honest. And another thing again, I wanted to say, you know, like last year I was hit by a driver behind, and I remember he sped off, so I was trying to video. I had my friend by the side, so my friend was videoing the car, like I was going closer to get his plate and everything. I didn't know this guy had already called the police to say, oh, some car or some lady was videoing me. I felt uncomfortable. And I kept saying, see how he twisted it, because me, I also called the police to say, oh, I just experienced a hit and run driver, and there's an offense for hit and run. But he had already called the police earlier, and I'm now saying to myself, these are the people that should rot in jail, you know, for this, because he's lucky I had my kids in the car. If he had caused us harm, is this what he'll be saying? Some lady is just videoing him, or is this how he would have hit and, you know, run away? But I just hope whatever we do, we should have some sort of conscience. Think about not just ourselves. Think about the other people. Thank you all for listening. And I do hope this video you could share to everyone who is engaging always in dangerous driving or distractions to please learn from it. Thank you.